Okay. Hello everyone. We are back with some Alchemy League streams. Today we have 3 sets from Spring 2. And the first one is going to be... Oh, sorry. Second. Forgot to mute this. Okay, so as I was saying, the first one is going to be between e1stea and Haroooo. Now, let's take a quick look at the players and then we'll look at the draft. So, e1stea, player from Germany. He's around 2k. And then e1stea, again, from Germany, and he's around 2k. His all-time high elo is slightly higher than e1stea by almost 200. But if you look at the current rating, they're pretty much similar. So there shouldn't be any handicap coming into play here. Let me check real quick on the document. No, there isn't any handicap to either player. Okay, now this is going to be from round 1 of Spring 2. So game 1 is going to be played on Colombia, as you can see here. And then the players decided to play the second game on China Hot Springs. As for civs, we have Hans, Gorjaras and Hindustani's band from e1stea. Now Hans, we've seen them perform pretty well on China Hot Springs, so that makes sense. I'm a little bit surprised by Hindustani's and Gorjaras. I could see why Gorjaras, because both Colombia and China Hot Springs have tons of sheep on them, so I could see Gorjaras working. I could see them being used there. I actually used China Hot Springs, I used Gorjaras on China Hot Springs myself during Sprint 1, and they actually felt pretty smooth. Pretty smooth, I have to say. At the same time, though, I don't understand the Hindustani ban. I mean, probably e1stea is thinking, well, Colombia plays out kinda Arabi-like after a certain point of the game, so he probably doesn't want to have to deal with camels, and that's all. Now, oh, hi pleb, how are you? Sorry, not pleb, tech, how are you? Going back to bands, we have Persians, makes sense, hybrid maps. Portuguese, again, makes sense, especially when you think about Colombia, because you start with berries around your town center, so Portuguese are actually a very good pick for that map. Oh wait, you casted this one? Uh-huh. No, I'm not on Twitter. Actually, wait, did you seriously cast this one? Because there's nothing on the Google Doc. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, going back again to the bans. Georgians is the last one, which makes sense. We've seen them banned a lot in this tournament. I don't think I've seen them actually being picked. So they're still a weird ban to me. I think Armenians would perform way better in this tournament compared to Georgians, but I can see people being afraid of Georgians because they're a good civ all around. Okay, that's it for the draft and the players. Let's get into the actual game. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, capture is showing. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we have Japanese from e1stea. We've seen them do very well in this tournament, and we've also seen them being banned quite a lot. And on the other side we have Mayans from Haroooo. I think we've actually seen a lot of Mesosieves on this map. I think especially Alexander has liked playing Aztecs on this. And I remember seeing Incas in one set. Maybe it was Incas against Aztecs, now I think about it. I think Tech casted that, if I'm not mistaken. Do I like Mayans here? I mean, they're a good save to begin with, right? So it would make sense to open them. I was actually expecting people to go get Mayans so that you start with Loom, and so you kind of playing them like gods, right? You can go forward with Vanville and just be annoying and maybe snipe the opponent's deer. But that's not how Haroooo is playing them. He's taking one deer underneath the TC, which is good because then he will have constant food income here, and then he's just going to mill the middle and take the... Oh, okay, he's going forward with Vanville. But yeah, this was clever from him, because I've seen people go straight for the deer because they think there's a lot of food here, I should be taking it, but that's kind of a trap in my opinion, because yeah, you drop the mill and you're going to have tons of food around it, but you will have to drop off in order to keep producing villagers, so you will be piling up some idle time. Unless you're Mongols or something like that. So I think making a couple of builds here to sustain your villager production and then going to the middle is the better play here, generally speaking. And Haroooo is just, well, was laming the deer from e1stea. And does e1stea see that? I mean, he probably scouted. Yeah, he sees a couple of dead deers, but he has been pushing the deer, and he's already gone to the water. Makes sense. You're Japanese, your fishing ships work faster. You might want to get that bonus kicking in as fast as possible, right? Ooh, that's a good question, Tech. I mean, it basically plays out a little bit like the Goth bonus, right? So you get what, 20% more meat on your deers. That's 20% on 140. That's what, 28 food, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. That could come into play. Although when you consider that, then you have to keep in mind that you will actually need 4 villagers to just deplete one single deer and have a full trip, compared to the gods, who I think can still get one full trip with 3 villagers because their hunters carry more. Though I'm not sure. And I mean, normally that doesn't make much of a difference, but if you have to walk back and forward from the mill, then suddenly I think that makes a lot of a difference. I think it saves you like what, maybe like a couple of seconds of idle time. Yeah, and now e1stea has come forward with the villager to kill the deer, but I think it's a little bit too late, right? Because Haroooo has 10 vills down here, so even if you snipe a single deer far away from the mill, he's just going to take it. The deer will not have time to actually rot away. But at the same time, yeah, e1stea, he already has 3 fishing ships. No dock from Haroooo, and does he even know? He doesn't know about the dock from e1stea. He hasn't even scouted the gold. Does he know? Yeah, he knows about the wood here from e1stea. And oh, and neither player has gone for the sheep up here in the glacier. e1stea is going for them now, and he should be, right? There's what, 10 sheep around here? 12 sheep. If you get all of them, between these, the fish, and eventually some deer, you and the berries here, you can probably go up to castle without having to make farms. If he's going archers, which he probably isn't, because he is not on gold. Oh no, he is on gold. Okay, he's going archers. So yeah, I think he can get to castle without making any farms. Oh, you think there are too many sheep? Why has that come into play? You think that has created some unbalanced games? I mean, in my opinion, it's fine to have a lot of sheep here because yes, one player might get there faster than the other and have an advantage, but then he's kind of given up control of the tier, so I think that balances out quite a bit. Okay, so both players in feudal. Haroooo is not making any military. He doesn't even... I think he's going... Well, he's not going scouts because it's Mayans, so I think he wants to go for archers, and he is on gold indeed. But there is no archer range from him yet, and at the same time we have already an archer out from e1stea. Oh, wait. Oh no! He cancelled the archer. And he's now going skirms. Okay. And he's making a fire. I don't understand why. Right. He hasn't scouted any dock from his opponent. And the fire here is not going to do too much damage. So I mean, if you want to make a warship, you could make a galley at this point instead of a fire. Or rather, you could scout here to see if your opponent has a dock, and you can just scout with the fishing ship, and then if you see a dock, then yeah, you can go for a fire. Otherwise, I think you add a galley just to have control of the middle here, or at the very least vision. Okay, Haroooo, he's not making... He's banking quite a lot of wood, but he's not making any military buildings, so I wonder if he's... Is he planning on fast castle in this? He's now going for the bear. Let's see if the Vil dies, or if he can micro that. Oh, I think it's... Oh no, okay, it survives. Yeah, I agree, fast castle is dangerous, and that's what he's going to do. I mean... Fast castle, but e1stea is going to be up faster than him. There we go. And granted, that's most likely due to the help of these fishing ships. Right? He didn't invest here in the deer, he just pushed them. Which is still nice, because then you're saving the wood of the mill. And you're saving idle time of the villagers, because yes, Haroooo had 10 vills working here. But then, the moment the tier runs out, you have to walk your villagers all the way back to your TC. And so you have 10 vills just idle. So I think Haroooo kind of overinvested into the middle. Whereas e1stea thought, well, okay, there's deers here. I'm going to take some, just to have a quicker uptime, but I'm not to overcommit to this. I'm going to have a lot of food coming in from the fish. I have berries underneath my TC. I still have to make farms. I'm going 3 archer ranges, and yeah, he's going CA. Yeah, I agree. Haroooo, he probably underestimated the water. I mean, he hasn't even scouted this. And I think you should. Even if you're not considering the fish, just to have vision on the gold. Right? Because sometimes player will go to this small island to get some extra gold. Right? They will sneak like a couple of villagers, make a mining camp. It's not an area your opponent is going to go very often. So you can get some gold safely. Although both of Haroooo's golds are very safe back here into space. And the same could be said for e1stea. Okay, e1stea making a second town center, going CA as expected. And yeah, Haroooo is in trouble because, okay, this is fully walled, but this is going to go down very quickly to CA. And Haroooo is just making a TC. I mean, I think he's playing a little too passive.
Shot it.
There's just an eagle there. And here comes the CA, yeah. I mean, I will agree that e1stea could have gone full feudal, but I think he figured out his opponent was going fast castle because he saw no military buildings. And so he thought to himself, okay, I'm going fast castle. I will have a unit which is quite easy to produce, even with low eco, which is the CA. And I'll just boom behind that while having the water. And there we go. Haroooo calls the GG. Because, oh wait. Oh, there was a hole. There was a hole here, okay. I think I missed that. Let's see. Yeah. The CA go through that. Deny the siege workshop and then comes the GG. Okay, quick one. Let's look at statistics. e1stea. I mean, it's weird to see a game end with 2 kills total. 3 deaths, so I'm guessing Haroooo lost a villager to a bear or something. That's a big difference in food collected. Because keep in mind, Haroooo got basically all of his tier with the Mayan bonus. So that was, I think it's 20%. I will have to check how much the Mayan bonus is, but I think it is 20%. So I think there's around, what, 10 deer per player? That's 280 food if it is 20%. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And he was still behind. And that's mostly due to the fishing shake being there for e1stea. And we've seen player in recent sets going more for the water on this map, whereas the first times we saw this map, people were kind of ignoring it. But yeah, players have figured out that the water is very, very important. I just noticed I still had the slideshow on. Sorry about that. Okay, so that was game 1. Let me load game 2 real quick. Okay. So we have China Hot Springs, and we have Chinese from e1stea, and Spanish from Haroooo. Okay, Spanish, I think we've already seen them on this map. That makes sense, they're a great civ for nomad maps, and this map, the start at the very least, is nomad style. Oh wait, let me... I forgot. Play all 2. Okay, there we go. Okay, so as I was saying, Spanish are great civ for nomad maps. When you have nomad in some tournaments, most of the time Spanish will get banned just because of that. And in fact, I think all the times we've seen them on this map, they won in the end. Because conquistadors are just so good to have on maps like this. Now, Chinese is an interesting choice to me, because I think that you can play them quite easily on this map. I think they're a good pick. Probably the first time we see them, because normally people just go for, what, Dravidians, Huns, and Japanese on this map, from what I can recall. But yeah, this is one of the reasons why Chinese can be good on this map. Although I say that, but he's behind in... Oh no, he's not behind. Haroooo just has the fishing ship. I mean, he has 25 seconds of idle TC with Loom. His opponent does not have Loom, so... That's a good idle time for Chinese. And this will bring him in so much food. I mean, he doesn't even... I mean, he made a fishing ship right now, but he didn't really need to. He could have saved some wood. And he's ignoring this pond, actually. He's not making a fishing... Oh no, he is. Okay. Quick reminder that this is the updated version of the map, so people can now actually make fish traps in this little pond. So investing into fishing ships here makes sense, because later on into the game you will be able to make fish traps and fish boom. It is still a little bit exposed because... Okay, I don't know if that's true for the updated version, but I remember you could not build on this icy shore. I don't know how else to call it. Right, the only thing you could build here was probably a dock, but no palisades or stuff like that. So protecting this fish, in order to do that, you would have to wall the way across here. Right, you cannot just do like a walling like this, because otherwise your opponent would still be able to walk on the ice. But again, I don't know if that was changed with the update of the map. I haven't really tested it. Okay, so yeah, Haroooo lost the horse here, and they were debating about it. I mean, talking, not debating, sorry. They were talking about it earlier in chat. Whereas e1stea still has his horse, but it seems like... okay, it's pretty similar, the exploration. Yeah, exploration is pretty similar. It's just e1stea is using the horse, whereas Haroooo is using the geese. Okay, so Haroooo is up to feudal. I wonder if he's going to be playing water. He still has novels to... Okay, he's going to gold now. Alright, and he has a lot of geese. Imagine if Gurjara wasn't banned. Okay, he's up to feudal. His opponent is not, so I wonder if Haroooo is thinking to just go fast castle Kongs here. I mean, generally speaking, going fast castle with Spanish on a nomad map will mean that you lose water, right? But on a map like this, you might actually think, okay, I will lose water in feudal, but then who cares, right? I just drop a castle here on the shore, or here, and I take back water with that. You could even be sniping the navy with the Kongs, if you wanted to. So we'll see. He's up to feudal, he's taking the deer as well, so... And he has berries, so even if you lose this water here, where he has only 2 fishing ships, it won't matter that much. He still has this fish. I mean, it's running out, but he will have the resources to go up to castle. Although the same could be said about his opponent, right? I mean, e1stea is now investing into feudal age techs, and he's making navy, but he won't be that far behind his opponent. Oh. Okay, Haroooo said, okay, I'm walling this, but you can still go through that with Navy. Because you cannot wall on this size, you can only dock, so you would need to make docks in order to block this. And yeah, he goes just right through. As if nothing happened. Yeah, and now Haroooo, he's he's forced to make a navy of his own. And he's panicking. You can tell he's panicking by how many villagers he's queuing, right? I mean, if he unqueued 5 villagers, he could almost have the resources for Castle Age. And he is just walling like there's no tomorrow. He actually walled a lot in the previous game as well, right? So I'm wondering if he just likes to be safe behind walls and boom up. But I mean, it didn't go well for him in the previous one, and I don't think it's going to go too well for him this time as well, because e1stea is up to castle. And he has water, right? And Haroooo, I wonder what he's going to be doing in Castle Age. I mean, he's making the market now. And we'll probably see the blacksmith as soon as he gets the wood for that. He is walled, he's still open here, so if we see any kind of switch to land from e1stea, which we're not seeing. Right, e1stea is probably going to be taking down the docks from Haroooo, who is not even trying to go to fight water at this point, because he knows he's too far behind to be able to win it. But, I mean, he's walled. There's no switch to land yet from his opponent, who doesn't even have the stone for a castle, so that's not going to be the play from him. Right, so e1stea is just going to drop TCs and be happy with it. So could have been worse for Haroooo. He's going to be in Castle Age in about a couple of minutes. He will have the stone to drop a castle, and he's safe. He'll probably make the castle around here to protect his gold and his TC. And then if he stays on 1 TC and goes conks against an opponent who's just booming, could not be too bad, right? If e1stea is not careful and makes some mistakes, the game could snowball in Haroooo's favor. But e1stea is now going crossbows. Okay, so he has a range. Not sure I like the crossbow switch here. I mean, we saw him win with CA in the previous game, and I know Chinese don't get amazing CA, but they get fine CA, so I mean, what are you missing? Parthian tactics, and that's it, right? So he could have gone a couple of ranges CA this time as well. And we've seen CA being amazing on this map, right? Because you run around, you can just get into your opponent's base from anywhere, really. And now, yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier, right? You drop a castle here, suddenly you have a safe spot for a dock here, and maybe here, just delete the house. And that gives you a chance to go back to water if you want to. And I don't know if that's what Haroooo is thinking. I think he's just going to go for conks. Yeah, there we go. But let's say you try going back to water now. maybe it could be seen as a useless investment, but at the same time, you're forcing your opponent into keep making water, right? Whereas e1stea, if he wanted to now, he could just spam fishing ships. Well, no, scratch that. That's not a good idea to invest into fishing ships, because you know there's going to be conks out. Your fishing ships could get sniped by the conks, so yeah, no, that's not a good idea. He's just thinking, okay, let's make crossbows, and boom. Oh, actually, he's going for skirmishers. Yeah, that's even better. He has TCs. He might want to wall this little hole here. Oh, yeah, there we go. And then with skirmishers and TCs, he can just defend from this. And Haroooo will add eco behind that. He's behind by 14 villagers, and actually he's ahead in fishing ships. Oh, okay. Okay, this is good. This is going to be bringing in so much food. And he's still on stone, so I'm wondering if... I wonder if he's thinking, okay, let's get some conks out, and then I'll use them as support to drop a castle on my opponent's face. His opponent has army though to protect from that, so this conks will die. Okay, so Haroooo doesn't know about this TC and doesn't know about this one. I mean, he knows his opponent is taking wood there, I think. So if he wanted to, he could just take a look over there. And that would be nice, right? Because it would be easier for him to push this TC compared to this one, I think. Because if he tries to push this one, then he has to go into his opponent's base. Whereas there, it's just, you know, on the border. Okay, I like this play. Snipe the fishing ships. That's great. Sniping the navy as well. Don't lose the conks to the fires, maybe. Okay. 5 TCs from Haroooo. Okay. He's being greedy. And... Okay, you know how usually people say, oh, you have to go all in against people who are hyper booming because you're not going to be able to catch up anyway. Yeah, Haroooo is just thinking, well, no, I'm not going to go all in. I'm just going to boom so hard that I will eventually catch up. So, yeah, that's what he's thinking. I'm not sure I like this castle. Nah, it's fine. Protects the stone and the gold. Yeah, that's a good castle. It's also on a hill. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that Scorpion will be able to defend. Good thinking from Haroooo to make just one. And yeah, I mean, Eco lead is now in Haroo's favor. So, despite having an arguably worse start than his opponent, Haroooo has catched up quite nicely. He has less army, but his army can actually find same damage because it does mobile. Whereas his opponent, I mean, crossbows, skirmishers, you're not really going to be able to find damage with that amount of crossbows, right? Especially when your opponent already... Oh. Ah. Prepare? Yeah. These guys are not going to be able to do anything. And the moment e1stea looks away, they're going to die. Because of the stones to their faces. Okay, we have Imperial from e1stea who kinda bought it. Haroooo just bought stone to drop a castle here. Okay, so he will have a defensive line. I'm guessing he could maybe make his third one around here. That would be nice. But okay, e1stea is going imp. What is he going to do in imp though? Right, because he doesn't really have the eco to go cavalry at this point. He could go Arbalester. He's actually making more skirmishers, so I don't know. He's probably thinking, okay, I'm going imp, I will get my upgrades, I will hold the skirmishers while I add more eco. And once my eco is up to, I don't know, 120 vils, I will actually switch to something else, right? He could switch to Chukonu maybe? I don't know how Chukonu do against Kongs, but I guess it's kind of similar to how Arbalester do, so maybe you might want to stick with Arbalesters and use your castles for traps, because you don't get BBC as Chinese, so you will need traps to take down the castles. Unless you want to start investing into Siege Ram, but you don't really have the eco for that at the moment. And now we have Imperial for Haroooo as well, who has gained a quite decent lead when it comes to economy. Okay, Haroooo is getting cavalry upgrades, so I'm guessing he will switch to... Yeah, I think he will switch to Cavalier, maybe Hussar to raid. He's making more Conquistadors, so maybe, yeah, maybe he will use the Conquistadors as his power unit, and will add Hussar behind just to kill the skirmishers. Yeah, Attack, I agree. I think Arbalesters are a better choice than Chukonu against Kongs. Now, I don't remember if Chukonus get... Elite Chukonus get the same range as Arbalesters. Because I know the base version has 4 range, but I think the elite version gets to 5 like the Arbalester. I'm not too sure about that though, I would have to check. Because I think that's what happens with plumes, if I'm not mistaken. So the base version of a plume has 4 base range, whereas the elite version has 5. If... Okay, I will check this real quick, because now I'm too curious. Oh no, Elite Chukonu still has 4 range, okay. Okay, then yeah, definitely go for Arbalester in this situation. Okay, so... Tribe advantage for e1stea. Haroooo is... he's not even making tribes, and... he's not getting chemistry. Okay, as predicted, he's going knight. But you will need at least, I don't know, 20 knights or something like that to kill this amount of crossbows for soon to be Arbalester fully upgraded. Well, they're missing the armor, but they will get... they have the attack upgrades. This is a castle. Okay, Cavalier is in, as well as the 3rd armor upgrade. And... ooh. Okay, I like the fact he's waiting. Because yeah, these tribes are going to be taking down your TC, that's fine. You lead him into going into your base and then you take down the tribes from behind. Or you just raid, okay. Okay, castle here from e1stea. That's good. This will give him some wood, sorry, some gold, some stone, and another way to access his opponent's base. I mean, he doesn't really need this area to access from, because he is getting in from this side. But it's still nice to get that stone and that gold, right? Oh, but he's getting raided. And Paladin coming in from Haroooo, his boom is paying off. And he's killing so many of those from e1stea. 14, 15, 17. He's killing 19, he's killing everything. I mean, e1stea is finding damage here as well, but I think... Oh, he's killing the fish. Okay, this is probably better damage from e1stea. Yeah. The numbers are coming close. More idols from e1stea, but that's fine. Okay, will number switch. Will advantage switches, sorry. Okay, but now Haroooo is going to clean this up because the army is divided. Paladin comes in, and he has 30 paladins on the field. Right, and the thing is, okay, e1stea is now switching to camels. Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, if you have the gold access, you might want to go camels instead of halberdiers, because you know your opponent has castles. Actually, does he know about this castle? He has to, right? Yeah, he does. So, if you try switching into halberdier against your opponent who has castles or Spanish, he might go back to the Conks. So I like the camel choice. Heavy camel coming in, but no upgrades whatsoever. I mean, he's got scale barding armor and bloodlines, but that's it. This castle goes down. Wait, does Haroooo know about that castle? Okay, Haroooo doesn't know about this one. So... yeah, if e1stea builds some traps, and he is on this side, and maybe gets some arbalesters here, he could punch a hole into Haroo's base and just raid some more. Although there's a castle, there's TCs, if you're raiding with arbalester, it's going to be hard. And once again, field number switches, will advantage switches into Haroo's favor, because he just has the better raiding unit. And e1stea has no army whatsoever. And he doesn't have the eco to make army. He could sell some wood maybe to make camels, but yeah. Yeah, now traps from Haroooo here. He doesn't even care about the TC, he's sitting underneath it. Oh, and when e1stea trapping the TC, why not the oh, he probably didn't know about the castle until he got there with the trap. Yeah, that's most likely it. I mean, there's just too many paladins here. Not enough camels, and again, these camels have no upgrades. Honestly, Haroooo could just... once he takes down this castle, if the camels come in, he could take the fight. He would win it. Right? Yeah? Take the fight? Yeah, he knows. He knows. He wants to be booming here in the back. Let's go. Oh, but Paladin's coming in. Raid some more. And now Haroooo could just make... oh, Supremacy. That's nice. Makes you less vulnerable to raid. And now he's making traps on this one. He could maybe delete these 3 houses, get a trap here to trap down the castle. Just stream Paladin over there. Capture armor as well. Okay, Haroooo is just going insane now. Honestly, with this amount of resources, I wouldn't mind seeing a hustle switch. Right, so you just keep your paladins here to fight, but you use your hussars to raid your opponent's eco. Now Camel's numbers starting to look scary. So Yeah, now you have to be careful. Now you cannot take the fight down, especially like underneath the castle fire. Haroooo, yeah, Haroooo, hello? Haroooo? Okay. Go back, go back! I mean, yeah, fine, raid this side. You got eco, you can spam paladin, that's fine. What do I know? He's killing everything. Yeah, this is over, I think. This castle is going down. Yeah, there's the GG. Okay, so first set of the day goes down 1-1. Game 1 was quite quick, and I think there were just some mistakes on Haroooo's part when it comes to strategy. But in this game, despite having a shaky start, he just outboomed his opponent and just won thanks to that. And he played very, very well. And I now understand what Tech meant when he said that Haroooo is a macro player. His boom was amazing. Right? I looked away from his base for like 2 minutes and he was on 2 TCs. And when I looked back, he was on 5, just spamming villagers. That was a very good game from Haroooo. e1stea, I think he played a little too passive, right? He was to castle way faster than his opponent. He won the water in feudal. He had every reason to go aggressive. Because if you start aggression on your opponent's side, that takes pressure away from water, so you can add some fishing ships. So I think being passive is what killed him. And in general, not having the army ready when needed, like, right? He got to Imperial, and he had, what, 9 crossbows and 7 skirmishers. I mean, if you do that, then you're not using your Imperial spike. So in the end, I think that's what killed him. He just tried to boom in a game when he had every reason to go aggressive. Okay, let's look at statistics. Of course, more kills from Haroooo. Better economy. Oh, he actually got the relics. I didn't even notice that. Okay. So, that was the first set. Let's go back to the draft. Okay, so this is done. Okay, and the next set we have on our hands is the Otter one against GurasTobbyBufas, sorry. Okay, so game 1 is going to be on Columbia, same as previous set. So this is going to be from round 1 of Sprint 2. And then the players chose Denali as the map for game 2. Okay, that's interesting. I was actually having a conversation with Otter about Denali as a map before our set that we played in round 2 of Sprint 2. And turns out we both don't really like this map. So I'm surprised seeing him let this open. I'm guessing he probably started disliking this map after this set, but we'll see. Now, as for civs, the link they sent on the Discord was wrong, so because they sent the link for maps 2 times. So I'm sorry, but I won't be able to show you. Oh, my mic is kind of quiet. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can. Okay, is this any better? Okay, thank you, Tech. No, I don't think they had any real issues with the draft. I think I remember Guras doing this against me as well. I think he just doesn't really mind playing any map, to be honest. I mean, you will sometimes see people do that in tournaments. If they are comfortable on any map, they will just say, whatever, let's play whatever you like, I don't mind. Right? And you can see Otter as well randomed the last map. So, oh, actually, he had a choice. If he was the guest, he gets the last ban, right? So he had a choice between Yukon and Denali. And I'm very surprised he just randomly banned Yukon, because I know he likes Yukon Gold Rush as a map. So we'll see. Now I'm very curious to see what this set has in store for us. Now, Otter, player from Germany, around 1600. He has been playing in, I think, every single season of the tournament, aside from Season 2. And then we have Guras, who is a player from Brazil. He is between 1700 and 1800. I'm guessing he hasn't been played much ranked lately, because we have no real data from him. But yeah, that should be around his rating. And once again, we have no handicap whatsoever from either player. Alright, so let me load game one real quick. Where is it? This one. Oh, really? Did Guras play in the previous seasons as well? I think I first saw him this season. Might be because I didn't run into him in the previous ones, but his name was new to me, honestly, when Season 4 started. Okay, so we have game 1 on Colombia, and Otter going for Japanese. I mean, nothing to say there. Great save. So I'm guessing neither of them banned them. And then we have Lithuanians from Guras, and I think we've seen Lithuanians quite a bit on this map as well. That makes sense. Right, because as I was saying, if you go straight for the middle, for the deer, you might not have enough food income underneath your TC back at home. So with Lithuanians, you can actually do that and go for the middle and not have to worry about food income. But that's not what Guras is thinking. Okay, he's thinking... Oh, he's going straight for the lumber camp. He's scouting the water. Okay, he's trying to do something somewhat similar to the Lithuanian build for hybrid maps. If he wants to do that, though, he should be on his dock already, and he's not, and he won't have the wood for it. Okay, let's see what it has. Okay, Otter is taking, yeah, he's taking the herdables. He's not even bothering yet with the deers, whereas Guras, he's pushing some deer. Oh, Otter hasn't even scouted the deer. He's going straight for the sheep. Okay, so that's what he was thinking. All right, that makes sense. I wonder how Britons would play out on this one. With the amount of sheep you have, right? They haven't really been picked in the tournament yet, I think. But, I mean, if you go straight for the sheep, that could be something very nice to have. I will have to check that out. Either Britons or Gujaras, but I think people are focusing less on the sheep on the glacier, and they're focusing more on the deer here and the water. Yeah, I agree, Tech. They would probably give away what you're trying to do. But at the same time, you could have those as a pick for mind games. So your opponent says Britons, and he thinks, oh, he's going for the sheep, I'm going to scout this area right away. And in the meantime, you're just taking the deer and maybe laming his. Although that would be a little bit stupid, because then you're giving up on your main bonus in Dark Age, so yeah, probably not worth it. Oh, hi Sean. So I think there's around... Well, they've taken quite a lot now, but there should be, I think, 15 sheep in total on the glacier. Because last game we checked at one point when one player was taking them and there were like 12. And he had already taken a couple, so I think there's going to be around 15. Okay, no, text says around 10 to 12, okay. Okay, Gura's going for the dock. So is Otter. But he is Japanese, so his dock is going to be a little bit more efficient. But Guras already has the advantage when it comes to fishing ships. At the same time, though, more idle time. Probably because he went too fast for the lumber camp. I mean, that's still going to be fine, right? You're Lithuanians anyway. You have an amazing save. Okay, Otter getting Loom, so he will probably get to Fusel in a moment. I wonder if Guras does he have Loom? Yeah, he does. So he'll probably be one vil behind. Yeah, just one. Yeah, should be clicking. There we go. Going for the barracks. Okay, Otter going for gold, so I'm guessing he's going to go archers. Making a second lumber camp, that's nice for efficiency. Okay. Oh, almost. Oh, he's going to be seeing the... Okay, so now Otter will know his opponent is thinking archers as well. Okay. Three fishes against 4. I'm a little surprised by the dark position from Guras. Yeah, and Otter saw the dock now. I mean, normally people put it like here or here, just so that you have easier access to the fish. I know there was one fish here, but once that gets depleted, it's not going to be efficient. Actually, does Guras know about Otter's dock? Yeah, he doesn't. And Otter... Oh, he knows about this one. So yeah, he's making a fire galley, but he will probably go straight for this instead of this. Fight in the middle, but Japanese will have the advantage because they attack faster. I don't know, Sean, because on this map, some people have not docked. We've seen people not dock on this map and still have good results, because between the sheep here on the glacier and the deer here in the middle, you can kind of and the berries around your TC, you can justify ignoring water and just going straight for the land. Okay, and Guras doesn't know about this dock, but he figures, yeah, there's going to be a dock there, so I'm going first there, and then maybe go all the way around here. He's going to win this fight because he started earlier. No, Mongols have been banned quite a lot on this tournament, actually. I'm actually surprised to see Japanese, because that's another civ which has been banned quite a lot. Same as Lithuanians, to be honest. But I would say about 90% of the sets have had Mongols banned. Yeah, most maps have a lot of hunt. That's also one reason, the main reason why we have so many Armenians and Georgians bans. Because you make the mule cart and you can just go around taking the bears and whatnot. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, Sean. So basically, the bears, they are iron boars reskinned. As you can see, they have 510 food, but they're very strong, right? They have 24 HP and 12 attack, so they kill a vill in 3 hits, and they take 1 damage from vills. So you will need to micro against them. They are in defensive stance, so you can kind of cheese them if you go back and forth, but you need to micro that, so it takes time. Okay, so in the meantime, fight in the middle. Both players also went for archers. Okay, so Otter is going to win the water, but he's going to suffer on land because of the archers. Both players have fletching. Oh, actually just came in from Otter and he lost this archer as well. And now... I think if you sit here and here, you can range the villagers. So sure, you're walled, but your wood is going to be denied. You would have to go back here. And Guras could just walk the way around here. Although he will have to kill the bear. To kill the bear. Okay, now making skirms. You cannot run from Lithuanian skirms. Yeah, just being annoying. Otter making a market. I'm guessing he wants to stay on skirms and just use his gold to go up to castle to buy food. I don't think it's worth it to make a dock right now. I think at this stage of the game you maybe use your wood, that wood, to develop your eco, because you're going to be running out of food in a moment. Actually, he has 8 on food. Is he taking... Where is... Oh, he's taking deer in the middle. I'm blind. Okay, going for double duck here. Okay, this is interesting. And he's being annoying here in the back. I think that's open. Right? Yeah, should be open. Huh. Oh, no, sorry. No, yeah, it's open. Yeah, 2 trees. There's a hole there in the middle. He could walk right through. Okay, so now Otter knows about this docks in the middle. Ooh, demo. Well, a couple of demos here could be huge. Okay, so Otter is up to castle. Guras is very far away from that. So if Otter holds on here, and he should be able, because he also has the skirm advantage. He gets to castle, he's walled here. Gets to castle, drops a stable, makes a couple of knights, and that's it. He is going to be finding much damage, because Guras, he's on skirms. Well, a couple of archers. He's exposed. Oh, please tell me he demos this. Yeah, lure him away. Lure him towards the docks. Okay. Ah, you showed them too fast. Too early. Oh! Ah, could have been better. I needed to wait. Okay, yeah, Otter making bloodlines. Double stable. I don't think he's going to be able to sustain... Oh, and yeah, and Guras calls the GG. Because he knows he's too far away from castle, and he knows knights might be coming. Or even CA, considering he's against Japanese. That was an interesting one. I think it's the first time we see players go for docks here in the middle. And I think it's the first time we see that much fight over water, right? People tend to focus more on the land. But here they fought both water and land, so that was a good game. It's a shame it was a little fast, but it was a very good one. But yeah, Guras now has no food eco. He was taking the deer, but you can't really take deer here in the middle with archers and skirmishers running around. Yeah, I think Guras kind of messed up his build at the start because it looked like he wanted to go for the hybrid build with Lithuanians, but then he made a lumber camp, sending all of his villagers to wood. So his dock was late. He had no villagers taking food, where he could have just taken, you know, this wood around his TC. Which I think you absolutely should, because yes, it's only 50 wood, but then it's very annoying when you need to drop farms, having these reeds around your TC. But if you do that, you will have the wood to make a dock, maybe make a couple of fishing ships, and then you make the lumber camp, right? So I wonder if maybe it was just a lack of preparation from Guras, because aside from that, he played it well, right? He had the skirmishers out at the right time, he had the aggression at the right time, he remade docks so he could adapt demos. He played it well. I think Otter one was just more prepared than his opponent was. Yeah. I mean, as much as I like the double dock, I think double is overcommitting. And maybe even a single one is too much, right? You lost water. Sorry. You lost water. Just give up on it for the moment. You focus on ledge. You develop your eco, and then eventually you go back to water to kill the fish your opponent has. But yeah, I think that was the wrong move. Anyway, quick look at... Oh, why doesn't it show me statistics? Oh, I wanted to look at the statistics, but... Oh well, I'll... Oh wait. Yeah, so... Yeah, more kills from Otter. More food, mostly due to the fishing ships, I'm guessing. Although he did have farms, so... That probably did a lot. Feudal was kind of close, to be honest. Although, yeah, the Lithuanian players should be up a little bit faster. And then... Okay. Alright, let me load up game 2. Okay. Okay, game 2 on Denali. Let me just give it the point to Otter. We have Goths against Saracens. Okay. So I think this is the first time I cast this map. So, Denali. There's a glacier in the middle. Some gold down here in this ravine, I think that's what you would call it in English. And then you have your starting TC on a hill with some berries around it. And you don't have woodlines, you have these lumber stacks. And this is the only wood you will have access to for the whole game, right? So the only wood on the map is what you see around your TC. That's it. There's no extra wood around. There are relics here in the north, but aside from that, very little resources. Same goes for gold. It's quite scarce. You have some here, which is exposed. Oh, and actually all of your golds are exposed. Is that the same for Guras? Yes, it is. Yeah, attack. It is very uncomfortable. I'm a little afraid about... I'm a little concerned about my next round, because this is going the map for game 1. But I'm also happy to get it out of the way, and then I can just go back to banning it, because... it just feels weird to play this. I mean, maybe it would be different if you had your woodlines a little farther away from your TC and you had your gold inside of it. because then you can make a single wall and have your resources safe. But having the gold and the stones outside is just... it's just very scary. And then, not to mention, you have this many cliffs, so if you want to push deer, it might be different now that the pathing of the deers is slightly better than it used to be. But it's a chore, right? You just... let's see if I can find a deer. Okay, so you have to push these 2 deers. They have to go through these cliffs. They will just bug out. Tatars, I don't know, because they didn't send us the right link for the save bans, so I don't know what saves they banned. But aside from that, I don't think we've seen Tatars on this one yet. I think Tech casted a couple of games on this map, and someone went... I think someone went Portuguese, fast castle into monks. Okay, Otter lost a villager to the bear. Oh yeah, Guras is definitely here to do something wacky with the gods. But I mean, the same could be said about Otter, right? Because Saracens, you get to feudal, you get your market down, and then you just abuse that and use your archers to break your opponent's stuff. Even if he walls, you're just going to get in. Yeah, Attack, I think this map would feel a lot better to play if it wasn't for the cliffs. I take away the cliffs and I think this map is suddenly a little more comfortable to play. But hey, you got outposts, so you're going to be seeing your opponent coming forward. Or, well, backward. Ooh, Otter was also lucky to be able to get a bear underneath his TC. It's not that easy to do because sometimes they will spawn very far away from it. Oh, but Guras is going for militia. Oh, please don't tell me this cliff blocks the militia. You know, it would be fun if... Okay, they could get out. Would have been fun if, you know, they could stand in this area, but then this was closed. Oh, but there's a lot of wolves. Oh. Oh, the militia are going to die to wolves, aren't they? Well, not die, but they will lose HP. Oh, actually, one might die. Holy. Okay, no. No. Okay, cool. And Otter is up, whereas Guras is not. Right, because you just struggle with food income on this map. And he milled 2 deers. That's sad. Okay, he's going to find a kill. Oh, he denies the barracks, that's nice. Because now Otter won't be able to make archers as soon as he gets to feudal. And he has to run... Why are we running all of these veils? Honestly, you take these 9 veils and you just fight this. Right? Go shank him. I think people tend to be too scared of veil fighting. Okay, Gora's clicking up. He's going to have a slightly better eco. Oh, Otter now has to build the barracks back here. Yeah. That's sad to see. He has a mill, so if he wanted to, he could build market right now to buy his way up. Well, not buy his way up, but to balance his eco. But yeah, so far Guras is aggression has kind of paid off, like, right? You killed a Vil, you denied one barracks. That's good. Is he walling behind this? Not really. I mean, even if he was, he's against Saracens, so walling doesn't really work as much. But I wonder what he's going to be doing in Feudal. He might be wanting to go skirmisher defense here. Because scouts... scouts would be weird, right? Because this map seems quite wallable, but at the same time, if you're not careful, there's going to be holes. So I would say scouts can be kind of a gamble. And yeah, he's going for an archer range. Oh, he's going archers probably. Getting gold. Okay, now blacksmith from Otter, who... I mean, he's walled in nicely, but... do you really want to do that? Because your gold is back here. So if you wall like this, you're leaving that out. So you're leaving this open to pressure from your opponent. Okay, tower. I like the tower. Protects these two woodlands as well. That's a nice tower. Guras making them blacksmith as well. Okay, so he's going to open skirmishers and then probably add the archers later on. He has a lot of wood, so he's making farms. I like that. Maybe get horse collar if you're making that many. Thing is, Otter, he has berries, right? He's taking berries as food. I think you should already be dropping farms, especially with that much wood. I'm guessing he wants to get horse collar before doing that, but do you really want to wait for that? Yeah, you don't. Oh, making a house here is going to be very bad for your farming eco. And actually, now that I think about it, what Guras' pressure really accomplished is the fact that his opponent had to wall so tightly around his base, and he's kind of running out of space, right? He won't have space for many farms. And it's also going to be a little bit awkward to drop them because of the elevation, so this was very nice. And he has skirmishers back here. So archers from Otter are going to do nothing. Oh, he's even getting... where was that bear? Yeah, see, Otter is basically out of good farming spots. He would have to drop maybe one here. Maybe one here can fit. But that's... maybe one there, but that's it. He would have to delete this lumber camp and make it around here to be able to drop a farm here. Delete the house to make one here. Maybe delete this one to make another one here, but that's... even if you do all of that, you have 7 farms. You'll go up to, I don't know, 11? Maybe 12? And he knows that, bro. So, and maybe that's why he's sending this amount of villagers to gold, right? You just buy your way up. Town watch, love to see that. But Guras, without having to sell the stone even, he's about to go up to castle. I don't like no horse collar with 17 farms, but sure. He's up to castle, who cares? Oh, he's taking stone here, okay. Otter will never find that. Yeah, he doesn't even know. Oh, actually, he sees the house, so he might think there's something up there. What, and Guras is... He's just making skirmishes again. He might get this stone for a castle once he gets to castle age. I wonder if he... I mean, if he drops it here, it's game over, right? Because you take down the 2 ranges and whatnot, but... If it is denied by Otter, then you kind of throw away your whole advantage. So I think you might want to drop it here defensively, or even here, so you protect this gold. And once you have Askars, then you can just raid your opponent to death, right? Okay, he has already started exploring the gold, so eventually he might be able to go down there. Okay, he's up. He will have the stone for a castle in a moment. He's getting Botkin. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to be dropping a castle anyway, so having Botkin for that is nice. Okay, Otter is almost to castle. He will be able to afford crossbow or Botkin. Either one. Oh no, he's going knights. Does he have the eco to sustain that? No, 8 on foot is not enough to sustain knight production. And he's making a second TC. Yeah, no, he's not going to have the eco for that. I mean, I know he has to expand to be able to make more farms. But I'm not too sure making knights is the right idea. Okay, defensive castle, that's fine. And Guras is going to have this... I mean, he's going to be able to get Anarchy. You get Anarchy, you make a couple of barracks and you just spam Huskars. Your opponent is not going to have enough food eco to make enough knights to kill your Huskars, and I think you're fine. Making monks. Oh, he's going for the relics then. That's smart. Compared to Columbia, there are no enemy monks on this map, so you can actually get the relics basically for free. Second TC, I like that TC. Oh, smart walling. They might get around. Yeah, no, they won't get around. Oh, actually there was a hole. Okay. Yeah, but one knight is going to get converted. I mean, Tak, if you're making the map hostile, I would say, why stop? Why not put some, you know, enemy units up here? Maybe some monkey boys or stuff like that. Okay, Guras did not have the auto farm on. And he's queuing 25 villagers. I mean, unqueue a couple of them, get horse collar and get your farms down. Okay, Otter is actually ahead in villagers. I guess that's why, because he dropped his second TC faster than his opponent. And Guras is now being a little passive, I would say. And I'm not too sure you want to be doing that, right? Because Saracens actually have what I think is a great unit to kill Huskars, and that's the Mameluke. Of course it's going to take a while because Otter is... Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have the stone yet, but he is on stone. And Mamelukes, they cost mostly gold, right? They don't require that much food, so you don't really need a huge farming eco to produce them. So, yeah, I mean, gods, when they're boomed, they're scary. But aren't you kind of throwing away your whole advantage here? I mean, he's ahead by a couple of... by almost 2k resources collected, so... So, I don't know. I'm just a little surprised that Guras opened so aggressively and he's now chilling. Okay, dropping farms back here. Okay. That wolf will... Those wolves will have something to say about that. Oh, Otter going for the relics as well. I think it's going to be... Okay, he'll get 2. Guras already has 3. Oh god. Guras has lost 4 villagers to the wildlife. I'm guessing a couple of those... Yeah, 2 of those were villagers here. Oh. I think those knights were both converted, because I don't think Guras has a stable. Let me see. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, switching to light cav. Light cav? Why? Oh, I'm guessing for these, but you're not gonna be able to get there in time, are you? Yeah, by the time this light cav gets here, the monks will have already taken the relics and will be on their merry way back to the monastery. Okay, Otter making a castle here at home. Okay. Yeah, that's a fine position. Okay, Guras now making tons of houses. He has the stone for another castle. Okay, he has no army. He's making Huskars now. From the castle, so no anarchy. Yeah, no anarchy in for him. Yeah, I'm guessing he's afraid of the raids tech, but I agree. The castle could have been a little bit more forward, like here. Maybe here to secure this stone. I mean, this area is walled. Granted, it's palisades, so they're not that important. I'm just curious as to where Guras will be dropping his second castle, and I would like to see him get Anarchy, right? You get Anarchy, you drop barracks, and you just flood your opponent with Huskars, because Otter doesn't really have an answer to Huskars now, even though they have no upgrades. I know he has knights, but I think 2 Huskars beat 1 knight. So the moment you get double the numbers of your opponent's knights, you're fine.
Hey, sir.
Hello Vantu, welcome to the stream. We are all good here. I hope you're good as well. Okay, there, yeah, Anarchy coming in. And yeah, there's a couple of knights here raiding, but they're not going to be able to do that much. Tons of barracks from Guras. The moment this comes in, he can just flood his opponent. Yeah, there we go. Instantly producing from all of them. Yeah, and Otter is trying to go for the longsword switch. I mean, it's going to work in the short run, but that's just going to keep him into castle. And if the moment his opponent sees a single longsword, he can just go, okay, I'm going champions myself. Okay. Yeah, these raids are just going to put the nail into the coffin of Otter. Yeah, you don't really need Gambesons against Huskers, but that's fine. Take the fight. You can take the fight. You kill everything. Just take the fight. Yeah, I agree. He could use the knights to snipe the tribes, but now you have Halberdiers from Guras. Actually, I don't like Halberdier switch. Because he has no wood left, so you really don't want to be putting wood into your units, aside from tribes at this point. Otter still has some wood left, which is going to be running out, but yeah. He has no answer now to the Huskers. I mean, he has longswords in queue, and he actually has... Oh, no, okay. No, okay, Guras got his upgrades, and yeah, he's keeping up the Husker production. But he could start thinking to go... about going militia line himself, because you have to be guessing that your opponent is going militia. Yeah, now you see this because Otter showed this before. Yeah, and he immediately goes for man-at-arms. And he's got, so those stacks are going to be coming in very quickly. Otter will be stuck to two-handed swordsman because he doesn't really have the eco to get champion at the moment. Okay, Otter might be able to fight this. No, okay, no, he doesn't have the numbers. Fight, Guras. Fight. Why are you going back? Fight. Fight, you win that. They don't have bonus damage against Huskers. Only against Eagles. Yeah, I mean, I get he's afraid, but he wins that. What does... Okay, so Otter, I don't think he saw the militia line coming in, but... Right, he should know, right? He has to know the militia are coming, and yeah, it's already too late. The switch was... Yeah. Yeah. There we go. That's that. He's going to be taking gold down here. Otter has been taking gold down here. I didn't notice. Okay. Downhill castle. I mean, those two tribes, if they just sit here, they can take down the castle, right? And Guras will be able to go into champion in a moment. If he ungarrisons his idle vills. Actually, vill numbers are quite close, but the army from Otter is from Guras, sorry, is just going to overwhelm his opponent. Double castle here on the golds. Okay. Okay, Guras is here to play. Yeah, this castle will go down. And now, if you're Otter, you are decked into two-handed swordsmen against gods who have their own two-handed swordsmen. Yeah, you're in a bad spot here. Mameluke. Yeah, this dies. Castle will be going down. Okay. Okay, castle is down. And now you just flood this. Guras has very little on food. I think... Okay, it might be worth it to buy some wood at this point, because the prices are not going to be very high. But in the long run, you will want to be buying wood, so you might as well start doing that right now. Especially when you have this much gold banked and control of this one. Oh, he bought the food for champion instead. That's fine. Because now the only thing Otter could be going for is hand cannons, but he doesn't have chemistry, right? Yeah, he doesn't. Maybe if he got that, he could probably fight this back. He has 47 on stone. Holy. Did Guras seriously just make a castle where Otter's castle used to be? Relics? Okay, there's 8 for Guras and 3 for Otter. And you can see the difference in the gold they got from them. Yeah, and Otter cost the GG. Yeah, he knows he's not dead yet, but in the end, in the long run, this is going to be an issue, because he knows his opponent has more relics, he knows his opponent has this gold, and there's 3 castles down here, so you're not going to be able to push this anytime soon. And he doesn't really have an answer to champion, right? He doesn't have the rest to go champion himself, and he's kind of squished back here. Yeah, he tried, but again, I think it goes back to the opening from Guras. He forced his opponent in a tight spot, and that forced Otter to make buildings in an awkward position without too much time to think about it. And that gave him a position where he didn't have much space to develop his eco, whereas Guras, I know he's not making farms now, but he had all of this area to make farms. Let's just compare this to this, right? This is more cramped, way more cramped. There are many buildings here. Well, not. So I think Guras played this smartly. Yes, he was up later to feudal, but the position he was in was just better, space-wise. Okay, so that was our second set. Let's look at the statistics real quick. Okay, military-wise, Of course. Actually, Goras got more deaths than kills, but I mean, that's just gods, right? Collected way more resources. Uptimes. Yeah, he was slightly, well, not slightly, he was later to feudal and slightly faster to castle, and then his imperial was just 4 minutes earlier than his opponent. Neither player got up to many vills, but I mean, as gods, you don't really need that many because your units are so cheap. Otter showing off his deathmatch player APM. So, okay, yeah, that was second set, as I was saying. Now, I need a quick break, like a couple of minutes, because I forgot to bring water, so I'm going to get something to drink, and then I'll be back in a moment with our third set, which is going to be... Let me check. Okay, Platter Ghost against Alicog. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I am back. I will let Zach finish his joke before going on with the with the cast. Oh, actually, I forgot that I need to roll the game back to its previous live build because the set we're about to cast was played with the previous patch, so that's going to take a moment. Hello, DJ. So, I just finished casting 2 sets. So the first one was... Oh, I've already forgotten. Who was the first one? I'm so sorry. Okay, it was e1stea against Haroooo. And then the second one was Guras against the Otter one. Both sets were very nice. Especially, I would say, game 2 of the first set. Actually, game 2 of both sets were very nice. Very competitive. And now I am about to cast, well, your set against Mortis, but because that was played on the previous patch, I have to roll the game back to the previous patch, so I'm waiting a moment while that gets downloaded. It's going to be taking... Oh, it says 2 minutes. I should have remembered this before taking my break. I'm so sorry. So we still have a couple of minutes to talk amongst ourselves. Pleb, you were making fun of mathematicians so only because you are an engineer, right? If I remember correctly. Because if I'm not mistaken, there's this kind of rivalry between mathematicians and engineers. Yeah, okay, I remembered correctly. Okay, let's look at the players while we get the games going. Wait a second. Oh, sorry, I got the wrong guys here. Yeah, sorry. I got that wrong. I got the things wrong, sorry. So we have this one and... No, wait. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. It's this one. Yes, against Mortis. Okay, these are the right ones. So, DjSapsan, let's get the players here. DjSapsan and Mortis. Okay. So once again, we're going to have Colombia as game 1. And And then as game 2 they chose Utkevik. Okay, that's going to be an interesting one. I think every game I've seen on that map has been very entertaining. Now, as civs, we have Japanese, Persians, and Armenians banned. Typical bans from this tournament. Mortis, I mean, he banned Mongols, probably because of Utkevik, but he also banned Italians and Bohemians. And that's interesting. I don't think we've seen them played that much. I think we saw a game with Bohemians on Utkevik. I don't remember who played it. And I think they actually won that one with Bohemians. Yes, Otter, you just missed your set. I finished casting it like 5 minutes ago. And we're now... Okay, the game is ready. It's back to the previous build. Let me start that while we look at the players' profiles. Okay, so we have DjSapsan, who is 1700, almost 1800. And he is from Ukraine. And he's going to be playing against Mortis, who is a Portuguese player, who is around 1600. Now, I remember casting one set from Mortis. I think it was against Felix. And I remember him being very, very aggressive in both games. So I'm really curious to see how Sapsan dealt with that. Okay, so let's go with the first game. Where is it? This one. Okay. Let me launch CA. Let me show you CA. Why? Alright. Okay. Here we are. Okay, so Franks from Mortis and Franks from Sapsan. Okay, we have a Frank war here. I mean, wait, can you hear the sounds? Because I don't hear them in capture rate. Do you hear it? Sorry, do you hear them? Okay, I think... Okay, let me restart capture rates real quick, because I think there's some issues with that. Okay, capture rates keeps telling me there was some unexpected error with the application, so I'm guessing we're casting this without sounds. Alright. That's going to be weird. Let me know if that's too annoying for you, because if it is, then maybe we could cast this from the base game instead of capture rate. But yeah, so we have Franks on both sides. Makes sense, like, right? You have berries around your TC, so that makes Franks a great choice for this one. The same reason why so many people like the Portuguese, and the reason why we've seen Portuguese being banned this much, that much on this map. Okay, so Mortis, he is avoiding the... Oh, did my stream just drop? Okay, it dropped. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. So we have Mortis going for... He's not taking the berries yet. He's just taking the herdables, and he's avoiding the deer in the middle. But as you can see from the minimap, he's getting all of the sheep from... Yeah, Mortis is getting all of the sheep from the glacier. And Sapsan, does he know about that? He does not. Unless he scouted a couple of sheep here, he will not know about, you know, Mortis getting the sheep. And he should know Mortis is not taking the deer, because he sees no movement over here. Whereas he's just taking the deer by pushing it. Okay. Oh, actually, I might have just realized what the issue is with capture rate. Yeah, I know, Otter. I know there's no sound on capture rate. It gave me an error when I launched it both times, and I think it's due to the fact that I took out the Columbia file from my game files, so maybe that's giving it some issues. I'm sorry. I think the next game will have sound. Oh, you have sound. Yeah, I know that shouldn't have nothing to do with CA, but... Oh, actually, no, because the previous set, it didn't give me any issues. Yeah, so yeah, that's not the case. I mean, that's probably going to be because this game was played in the previous patch, so maybe it's a thanks DE moment, really. Yeah, I mean, but the previous sets, we had no issues in the previous sets with this map. Oh, and now it's giving me an error too. Oh, my game crashed. What the hell? Okay. Why did the game crash? I'm sorry, let me restart this. Oh, also got my mods disabled for some reason. That's fun. Yeah, I'll get them back later on. Let me see. Okay, so it was... DjSapsan against Mortis. Yeah, still gives me an error on capture rate. I don't understand why. Actually, let's try... I'm so sorry, let's just try casting this from the base game. No, again, I don't think it's the map, because I had no issues in the previous two sets, and they were both on Columbia in game 1, so... And my game crashed while we were casting this game in the first 5 minutes, something like that. It crashed at minute 7. We'll see. I mean, if it crashes again, I might try casting the game 2 first. Because maybe it's just a file which has some issue. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, now it's playing normally. Okay, so now both players going for the middle. Mortis got housed. Well, it makes sense, right? He was building this house to get pop space. But it got denied temporarily from the units. I mean, the unit, because DjSapsan only has the eagle over there. Yeah, Sapsan laming a lot of deers here. Actually, no, actually it's Mortis laming the deer. What am I talking about? Also, because I always play with the mod which removes the useless plants, I just realized there's plants on this part of the map. The more you know. Okay, this eagle is just going to go around. Oh, actually, Sapsan up to feudal already. Okay. He doesn't have the wood for a stable though. Oh, actually, he does. Okay, okay. Does Mortis know about that? He doesn't. Okay, he might be able to spot it. No, he won't. I mean, he will see scouts coming out, and then he will know, but... Yeah, this is a good play from Sapsan. And he's going to be able to switch to farming eco here quite smoothly, right? As he depletes the... the forest bushes and wood, he can just start adding farms. And he still has the middle as well. That's... Ooh, this is very nice. Because Mortis is still in Dark Age, so he won't have anything to fight the scouts with, aside from, you know, villagers. But then again, you're fighting against Frank scouts, so that's going to be rough. Yeah, that's what, the second build down. Yeah, and now you just die to this. You have to run. Sapsan casually avoiding monks. Yeah, that's another build down. 2. Oh, and both players ignoring the water. Okay. Mortis just got the feudal. We'll lose another vill. Okay, this was brutal from Sapsan. Holy. I just heard the blacksmith go up. Yeah, he's also walling. That's nice. I mean, this is still open, but you just make a wall here. And then one here. Oh. Will he die to the bear? Why did it take that long for the bear to aggro? Yeah, I think Sapsan had the right idea. I think he went to the middle later than... slightly later than Mortis, and he focused more on his eco here. And that gave him a good advantage. Oh no, actually, sorry. I think he went earlier than Mortis, because Mortis was taking the sheep up in the glacier. So yeah, he was pushing deer, whereas Mortis was taking the sheep. And I mean, having sheep is nice in the long run, because you have something underneath your TC once the deers are depleted. But then, if you delay the deer too much, then you're delaying a faster income of food. Sorry. So going for the sheep is nice, but you just don't have to do it too early. I think you push like 2 or 3 deers and then you go for the sheep, something like that. And he's also, well, they're both ranks, but having the berries underneath your TC is going to be very nice. Okay, Sapsan here with the scout. I wonder if he's thinking about a dock. Okay, he has a lot of idols now. Honestly, he could consider taking this deer. Although it's right underneath the barracks, so maybe not. Oh yeah, sorry, because you cannot see the score because of the position of chat. Let me... Whoop. There we go. So yeah, Sapsan is ahead of about 600 points. I wonder how much of that is scouting. Yeah, I would say Sapsan's scouting is better, but that makes up for maybe 200 score. The rest should be the kills. Does it say how many? 'Cause, yeah, he killed 6 units, and I think 4? No, I think all of them were villagers. Not even spears. Yeah, maybe one was the eagle, but the rest of them were villagers. So that's a lot of kills from him. Whereas I think Mortis hasn't killed a single villager, and as I said, yeah, you just go for these deers. You don't care. Even if a spear comes out, you just shank it with the villagers. Mortis? Oh, Mortis is actually almost to castle. Okay. Okay, knights could be scary here, but he doesn't have food. And he's going for the deer, but there's nothing left here. Just drop farms. Yeah, 500 wood, just drop farms here. Sapsan just running around. He could wait for the villagers to overchop and then just jump his wood line. He's stonewalling his own wood line. Okay, I like that. He knows he's ahead, so he's like, let's not be... Oh, check his goal. Oh, this is nice. Tower will shoot them. If he tries to escape, there's going to be the scouts. Yeah, this is huge. Who just followed? Madame Irma, thank you for following. Yeah, this is very rough for Mortis. He's eventually going to lose all of these vills. This wolf is, well, it won't get the kill. And sure, he's dropping the second TC, but... Okay, this is very... Look at the walls from Sapsan. I mean, he has 20 on food, right? But 7 of those... I mean, sorry. 13 of those are... from deer. Which just got depleted, so... Yeah, good luck with that. I think investing into this TC was a slight mistake. Because if you take that wood and make farms instead, it's probably better. Because then you will be able to make army as well. Because now, I know he had a knight. Oh, sorry, he has 3 knights. Which are going to do nothing, because one is basically dead. Extra stables from Sapsan, because he's almost castle, and he will actually have the eco to make stuff, right? 14 farms against 6. Okay, he's taking the bear. That's something. But yeah, Mortis cannot find any damage here. And Sapsan is also adding fish. That's very nice. Okay, making a mining camp here. He wants the stone. Maybe he's thinking about... Huh. I think he's thinking about the castle. And, I mean, a castle on Mortis's face would be deadly. Right? If he could, maybe castle... I mean... It's a little ambitious, but a castle here would deny farms from both TCs. Would deny this gold. And then Mortis will have this one only. Right, because he lost the villagers on this gold. Sapsan also has better upgrades on his units. Yeah, this is brutal. I mean, he has 2 TCs, right? So he might be able to outboom his opponent, but that's going to be rough. I mean, he's ahead by, what, 4, 5 villagers. And granted, Sapsan is delaying his second TC, but that's fine, right? He has 2 stables, well, 3 if you count this one. And he's adding fish eco, so he doesn't really need a second TC right now. Okay, nice. Yeah. Look at the damage he's finding. Oh, actually, if that knight attacked the woman instead of the knight, yeah. Knight gonna die? Yeah. Okay, monks could do something. I agree, but... Actually, I think Mortis has kind of stabilized here. Right, his wood is just... his food is just going to climb, because now he can drop farms around here, and he's also getting this forage bushes. DjSapsan, he has knights on the field, but unless he gets a huge number of them, he's not going to be able to dive TCs, and there's monks as well here. But yeah, Mortis needs to start making some units. Maybe get fletching for your TC. Yeah, doesn't have that. Oh, dead monk. Okay. DjSapsan loved by God. Okay. Yeah, I think you just drop farms around this, right? Or maybe even just go... Maybe just go greedy and drop a TC here or here at this point. Okay, DjSapsan coming forward. Is that a castle? I think that's enough for a Frankish castle, right? Because 25% less. I thought they changed that. Wait. I thought they changed the bonus so that you would have a smaller discounting castle and a bigger running Imperial. Am I wrong? Forward market, let's go. Does Mortis have a market to trade with? No. Okay, that's sad. I'm not a fan of how DjSapsan is throwing away the units, but then again, he knows he's in a better spot, right? He knows his eco is going to be better in longer. Oh, actually, nice from Mortis, making the fires. Okay, yeah, this castle coming up. Oh, you need to wall this. Okay, he heard me. I think that's still... Okay, no, it's not open. Yeah, this monk is not going to recover the faith fast enough to deny the castle, I think. Oh, healing. Oh yeah, that knight is going to survive. That's so annoying. Oh, actually? Actually? Yeah, no, it survives. And now it's dead. And Mortis calls the GG. Yeah, I mean, he has a castle on his face.
Okay.
His opponent has more units. I mean, more army. Yeah. I mean, even if he had the economy to make more units, these two stables are going to die. So, yeah. Well played from DjSapsan. He played it very aggressively.
Okay.
And he got the win. Okay, let's take a quick look at this. Oh, same units killed, actually. That's interesting. But yeah, better eco all over for DjSapsan, despite being on 1 TC, I might add. Right? Yeah. I know his water eco's getting denied now, but he did so much damage in feudal. Sorry, not that. Economy, technology. Yeah, he was up to feudal quite fast, actually. I think that's around the timing you would normally get on... Well, it's slightly later than what you would get on Arabia, but still, that's a good time. Same villager numbers. Again, despite DjSapsan being on just 1 TC. So yeah, well played. Okay, let's go game 2. Hopefully... DjSapsan against Mortis, let's see. Hopefully CA won't be giving me an error this time. Still gives me an error. I don't know why. It has to be because this was played on the previous patch, right? I will look into it for the next cast, but I'm sorry for just for this set. You will have to bear with the in-game casting. Okay, so Utkevik, we got the no, Sapsan. Why? I mean, I guess the bear was hungry and you wanted to feed it, so. But still, that's sad. But yeah, bears can be a little bit weird on this generation of Utkevik, because sometimes they will be very close to the shoreline. Some other times they will be right far away on the floating ice. So that was unfortunate. Okay, so Sapsan going here and Mortis going here. Okay, so we have Spanish for Mortis against gods. Yeah, I agree, Tech. Sheep Scout in the area is great because... Oh. Okay. Because you can see them in the fog of war. Contrary to, I don't know, wolves and stuff like that. So you first scout, you know where they are, and then you go there with villagers. Okay, let's talk civs here. So we have Spanish and gods. If they were closer, I would probably prefer gods. Because we've seen them played aggressively. I don't remember from who. I think it was Sapsan, right? Either him... Yeah, I think it was Sapsan who played them aggressively on this map. I remember casting one game. But anyway, the deer bonus is going to be playing very nicely into the gods. I mean, it's going to be... sorry, let me rephrase that. The deer bonus is going to be amazing on this map because of the amount of deer. So gods is a nice pick. Spanish, if they can get the castle up and go conks, they can be very annoying, which is why I prefer them in this situation. But we'll see, because Huskars, they're kind of weird against conks, right? They do deal bonus damage, but they also take quite a bit of damage from the conks, so I don't think I've seen that interaction very often. But I would say that at least in castle, when you have like around 10 units each, the conks are still better because you just kite the Huskars. But we'll have to see. So again, this is the winter edition. Sorry, winter generation, if you will. So woodlines, they're bad, right? They're very, very bad. Sapsan, he has this one underneath his TC, but then he will have to migrate here, or here, and here. I don't see any other good woodline around for him. Yeah. Mortis, on the other hand, has quite a nice area here. Right? If he gets to castle, this is a good TC spot. You got gold, you got berries, you got deer, you got wood, you got everything. He could drop a lumber camp here and get 2 small wood lines. That's not a wood line. And then he could go for this one. And again, TC spot. Wood, gold, deer. So overall, I do prefer Mortis' map. So this is going to be an uphill battle, in my opinion, for Sapsan, but we'll see. Now, does either player... Yeah, so Mortis also has the dock. I think that's the reason why the score is so much higher for him. Already has 4 fishing ships. Sapsan, he doesn't know about that. Okay, I would argue Mortis already also has a slightly better scouting. Okay, he doesn't see the TC, but he might realize his opponent is there if he sees the deer die or move. Luckily, DjSapsan is leaving that one for last. Is either player up? No, but DjSapsan will be in a moment. Perfect. So I'm guessing, yeah, he has a barracks. I'm guessing he's going for... Ooh, he's on gold. I thought he was going for scouts. Instead, it looks like he's going for archers, unless he's trying to go fast castle, but I don't think he will have the resources. Especially when he doesn't have water, right? So we'll see. Okay, he's making militia. Does he know where his opponent is? He doesn't.
Hey, sir.
Okay, he's probably just going to go around and scout. And the moment he sees some buildings from his opponent, well, aside from that random house, because he knows that's just a random house, he will start claiming the deer, right? If he gets here and sees these houses, he could claim this deer. And then he could probably claim this, if he sees that. And then his opponent will be left with this and this. And he will have to go all the way around here and here. But yeah. I mean, this is also going to be giving DjSapsan some scouting info, so that's nice. Blacksmith? Uh-huh. There is no feudal play against Spanish. Okay, so were you thinking about a fast castle then? Also, I think if you were close, let's say your TC is here, and you know he's here, then I think feudal play is actually the play on normal maps. Because you go fast castle, you're just going to drop a castle on each other, but Spanish builds it faster and they will just punish you. But if you go, let's say, feudal archers, you might deny the stone, you might go around, especially on this map, which is very open. But yeah, if you're this far away, you cannot go for feudal play. Okay, fast castle is going to work because, well, slightly fast castle because he also got wheelbarrow. Let's see Mortis. Yeah, Mortis is going to be up in a moment as well, as soon as the blacksmith goes up. He's not on stone though, so unless he goes now. Does he know about that one? Yeah, he knows about this one. So, if he wants to be sneaky, he could consider... Okay, no, he's going for that one. I was about to say, if he wants to be sneaky because he knows there's militia around, he could go for this one. So, DjSapsan will think, oh, he's not going for a castle, so no conks. But yeah, he's just taking this one. DjSapsan will probably scout around. Oh, he doesn't know about the mining camp yet. And still doesn't know about that stone. Okay.
Hey, sir. Yeah.
Okay, laming some more deer. That's nice. Okay, so DjSapsan is opting for ignoring the water completely. It makes sense. I think if this was the summer version of the map, then yeah, you might want to go water. But on the winter one, especially when you TC this far away from the shoreline, you can ignore it. There's so much hunt on the map anyway. Okay, DjSapsan in Castle Age, and let's see. What is his play going to be? Because he's on stone. So, But that's not enough for defensive castle, so I wonder what he's going to do. Mortis should have this stone for a castle, yes. Drops it right here. It's fine. I can just kill pikemen, okay. Yeah, Sapsan, you were also unlucky with the ice generation here. And here. You had no woodlands whatsoever. This map can be very, very punishing when it comes to wood access. Which is why, personally, I like nomad maps, but they've been banning this because the randomness of the starting TC plays even a bigger role than it does on normal nomad. So, yeah. It's a fun map, don't get me wrong, and I think it has produced very, very entertaining games. It's just... it's too punishing to be playing it in a tournament, in my opinion. Look at that, 4 conks in the queue. And already one here scouting. He knows? Okay. The good thing is Mortis still doesn't know where his opponent is, and he's going for this area. So first conks will not be on Sapsan. I mean, he will know now that that Sapsan is here, but I mean, it's either here or here, right? But you have to guess it's here. Yeah, and he sent it. The conks over there. So this one is probably going to go... I could probably send it to check the shoreline. Okay, monks do nothing. Okay, oh, let's go. That's a good conversion. He also got a hit on the conk with the spears. Oh, he's making a defensive castle. Okay. And he doesn't have much vision on wood. He sees this and this, and that's it. And yeah, mount defense is his best option at this moment. Yeah, conks are so annoying. Oh. Okay. He doesn't know about the villagers. That's good. Oof. Escaping. With his life. Don't run into that conk though. Mortis on 2 TC is okay. Yeah, and as I said, this is a great TC spot. Yeah, I mean, Huskar's 6 pierce armor, they still get 10 damage, so 6 shots kill them. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, still. Wait, he's making more monks? Ooh, that monk is going to die. Okay, no. Okay. Does he know anything about his opponent? He killed a couple of villagers here, but that's it. And now he's getting shot here. Yeah, that's... Okay, this was a brutal game for Sapsan. He got really shafted by the map generation, and now he has to deal with conks. And doesn't really have anything good to deal with them, because monks, I mean, they get shotted. They get shot by the conks and they just die. Huskers, they're too slow. I mean, your best option would probably be Scorpions or Skirmishers at this point, but you don't really have the eco to go into either of them. Yeah. Yeah, Mortis is just showing us why Spanish get banned when you have nomad maps in the map pool. Yeah, and DjSapsan calls the GG. yeah, DjSapsan. I agree. You had a very bad map. And it's not like you can just say, oh, let me scout a little bit before dropping my TC, because it's Nomad. You have to drop your TC very fast, or you're going to be too much behind. That said, I think the fish really helped Mortis here, because he had 8 fishing ships, right? That must have done a lot for him. Also having good wood lanes, of course, but yeah, that was a tough one. Well played to both players. Okay, so that was our 3rd set for today, and I think it's going to be the last one for this stream. Thanks to anyone who joined. Thanks to the players for giving us such entertaining games. Well played to everyone, and I'll see you next time with the next set, with the next casting. Sorry, and hopefully by that time CA won't be giving me any issues. Hopefully it was just to the fact that this game was played on the previous patch, and that's it. So there was some kind of dissonance, let's say, between the base game and capture race. Okay. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye.